Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Vlogmas. We are kicking into high gear today because decorating is done. I need to set up the table still. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Let me show you the issue I know I'm having with the table. So if you haven't seen last year's, I set up a giant table. I do it basically by, I have my old table from my old apartment that I set up next to it. And then I've created a giant system that is basically creates like, it makes it look like one giant table, basically. I've created plywood so it's completely level. Once I put a tablecloth over it, you don't know, it's two separate tables. It takes up a lot of room, but that's how I get like 10 to 12 people sitting down in my little tiny apartment. It's always been tight, but we've made it work. I have a big issue this year, and I knew it was gonna be a big issue when I did this, but I was like, well, that is a problem for me for another day, and today is that other day that I need to figure out the solution to. When I built this fireplace in January of this year, I had to figure out a space for that console table. That console table was where the fireplace was, underneath the TV. And the only space I had was back there. And I've wanted a console table back there. This wasn't necessarily the one. It just fit. It was fine for what it was. However, it's about 18 inches deep. And now that is 18 inches less space that I have to put this massive table. So it's gonna be even tighter. And I don't have a place to put that console table. So we're tomorrow when I put this thing together, we're gonna see just how tight it is. Maybe I'm gonna have to push the living room, the couch and everything a little bit that way. Gosh, that'll be a nightmare. That's, again, a problem for another day, tomorrow. Today we are hopping into the kitchen because I have got to start my Bolognese today. Just so exciting. I have been craving this lasagna for so long. I only make it once a year because it takes so much time. My grandmother's recipe, I love this thing, and my friends love this thing. I get asked about it a lot, but because it takes so much work, I don't do it really any other time other than Christmas. But we're starting today because we're about 3 days out from the party, and the Bolognese has to cook for, the better part of an afternoon, but then Bolognese, you let it sit for a couple days. The longer you let it sit, the more those juices and those fats soak up and the more flavor it gets. So we have to get that done today so it can sit for a couple days. So right off the bat, we are going grocery shopping. I spent the entire morning setting down my entire menu for the dinner party, really solidifying it so that I know exactly what I want so I can go grocery shopping now, get everything stocked in my kitchen so the next couple days I can just go and get this dinner party set up. My goal is so that when I reach the day of the party on Sunday, that I only have to worry about, really putting together the last things. Everything's really prepped for me. I don't have to worry about any other small things like slicing or dicing. That's all done for me, so I can just cook the stuff that needs to get cooked day of and bake the bread. I want to be fresh, so I'll start that in the morning on the day of. Those kind of things. I just need the next 2 days to be really, really about prep so that final day can just go smooth sailing. So we're going grocery shopping right now, and we're gonna get all this stuff together, and we're gonna start this Bolognese. Big day, let's go. And away we go. They're getting the cheap stuff. They're getting the cheap stuff for cooking. time has come. Everything's put away. Let's make a Bolognese. Yes, I use bacon instead of pancetta. Do not come for me. I do not have time to run all over town looking for pancetta, which is essentially fancy bacon. I know somebody's gonna give me a full explanation in the comments below. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but it does the trick and it tastes great. I have to wait for all of the juices from the meat to like go down and completely evaporate before I can proceed and add the actual liquid for the sauce in, and it's taking forever. Once I like get everything together, because it's got to simmer for like hours once everything's in it, then I can move on. But like I don't want to like move on in between the steps because I feel like that's how I'll possibly burn something, you know. So we wait. We let it simmer for a long time. Now that we have the Bolognese simmering away and it smells heavenly in here, I'm gonna move back into baking. The first thing I'm gonna do is we made the chocolate crinkle cookies. I still can't say it, guys. We made the dough and they needed to chill for a while and I never actually got back to them. So I just need to roll those out into some powdered sugar, pop them in the oven. But I wanna get started on my actual desserts for the dessert course for this dinner. I always do a cheesecake, and every year I did a cinnamon roll cheesecake because I made it one time and it was just a huge hit, and so I just continued to make it and it became a staple over and over and over. And guys, I'm bored. It's amazing. It's great. I've made it 100 times. I wanted to change it up. So I was looking through recipes and I knew I wanted to do a cheesecake still, and I was looking and then I found one that was like a cannoli cheesecake. And I was like, again, on brand for me, on theme for the dinner. It looked like an easy recipe. It looked good. I'm gonna kind of tweak it a little bit to make it my own, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a raspberry chocolate chip cannoli cheesecake. Sounds amazing to me. First, I need to do those crinkle cookies, and then we're gonna hop into this cheesecake. These cookies are one of the best things to eat, but they are one of the most annoying cookies to make because the dough has to be really sticky, gooey. It's almost like a brownie. It's like handling brownie dough, which makes it so tough and your fingers get all gross. I'm not a big fan of it, but I love these cookies, so I endure the hardship. On with the cheesecake. I think we are about there with this. It's been about 4.5 hours. I think it's looking good. I don't want to dry it out. We're gonna take it off the heat, let it cool, throw it in the fridge for a couple days, and let all those juices really soak up until we're ready to put the lasagna together. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And now we wait. I have to sneak a little of this. That's a lot. Just a little. Oh my gosh. I could eat like a bowl of this right now, just by itself. Doesn't need anything else. And it'll taste a million times better once it's been sitting for a couple days. So good. Bolognese, cheesecake, life is good. All right, guys, it is getting late. Cheesecake is baking. Bolognese is in the fridge. I got a lot accomplished today, a lot of big tasks. So we really just have the next 2 days before Sunday to just do prep on a lot of little stuff and set up the table and stuff like that. I mean, there's still stuff to do, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.